Most creators think that they have monetization problem, but in reality, they have a business model problem. Because the creators making serious money online usually aren't relying on one offer. They have built an entire monetization ecosystem. And in this video, that's what I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain you what is that monetization ecosystem, okay, and how people are using this ladder right here. People like Alex Harmozy, and also people like also people like Iman Gadzi and Sabi Subi. I'm going to show you how all these people here and here are using this exact value ladder to make millions. So let's start with the video. Quick thing before we continue. If you are a creator, coach, or online entrepreneur and you are sitting on an audience, but you're not sure how to turn it into a real revenue system, then I offer a free 15-minute introductory call. We will look at your audience, your current monetization, and see if there are any opportunities to grow using offers, funnels, AI, or backend systems. If that sounds useful, the link is in the description. Now let's get back to the video. First of all, most creators think they think that, oh, I need a course, okay, and they rely on just one product, and that leads to unstable income. And even worse, they do random launches, and those random launches just give them a little bit of spike in their income, but that's not a real business, okay, that's again unpredictable. And creators who are making real money, they aren't relying on one single product because they have built something called a monetization system. They are not relying on views and not even followers. They are focusing on something called business structure, a structured part that increases trust, okay, that increases people's trust, leads to commitment, that leads to transformation, and that leads to value. How this works is that they let people enter at one level naturally and then ascend from there over time. This is the monetization system or monetization ecosystem, and not a single product, okay. This is literally a monetization ecosystem. This is very important to understand the word monetization ecosystem, and not just a single product. And in this ecosystem, you have an entry point, you have a mid tier, and you have a high ticket uh, program. So you enter and probably some free lead magnet where you have low commitment and high value that leads to people to a deeper transformation, providing some sort of micro course, then to your high ticket coaching program, and each step prepares them for the next. Now, it might be overwhelming right now to you what I'm talking about, entry point, mid tier, monetization ecosystem, but don't worry, everything will be clear as we move on in this video, okay? Everything is exactly step by step, so you don't need to worry about that. So, as you can see, this particular picture here, this is the exact, I think this would actually make more clarity, okay? At the bottom you can see there's attention and audience. This is the foundation of every single online business out there. You need traffic. Without traffic you cannot build a business online, okay. So like you can talk about like YouTube, okay, you can say Instagram, LinkedIn, okay. All these platforms gives you attention and audience, okay, depending upon what target audience you're targeting. You would have to choose those platform where your people are hanging out, okay. In order to build more trust, YouTube is the best, and YouTube is by far always the best, okay. And when you grab their attention and when you build that audience, you move up the ladder to provide them some sort of freebie, some sort of micro offer that is free, in that they can access in return of the email addresses, okay. You need to get the email addresses and give them some free product, maybe a 7 step routine, 7 step morning routine, free 7 step morning routine to get a glowing skin, maybe uh 3 exercises that you can do right now to burn belly fat, something along those lines, maybe a checklist, a template, anything, anything that they can get, that they can apply immediately and get immediate value. And They put the email addresses. Now they are on your email list. Now you can sell them a more digital product offer which are mid, you can say mid tier, or some sort of micro course. Mid tier products are basically anywhere around, you can say, it can be 297, all the way up to $1,000. Those are like mid tier products, okay. And then once they buy that, you move up to a higher ticket coaching program, which is a premium high value coaching program, okay. This is the ascension path from the bottom all the way up. Let's get into nitty gritty here, okay. So this is the exact value ladder behind successful creator, the ladder that I just show you, this one. And how top creators are structuring monetization ecosystems for predictable revenue. And who are these top creators? You would know, like people like your favorite creators, Alex Harmozy, Iman Ghazi, Sabri Subi, they're all using Value Ladder. They provide some sort of freebie, some sort of free checklist to get your email addresses. Then they sell you some low ticket programs, mid ticket programs, all the way up to a high ticket coaching offers or masterminds. Iman Ghazi has his own mastermind here. Okay. Alex Harmozy acquire companies, and again they also have workshops. Okay, Sabri Subi also have some sort of high ticket program in the back end where they teach people on sales. Okay, so all these people are doing the exact same value ladder that I'm about to teach you in this video. So why, first of all, you need to understand why most creative businesses fail. They fail because they focus on I'm just showing you how to make this pen small. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. So the why most creative businesses fail is because they focus on building an audience, and also, like, they first focus on building an audience and not monetization, and as a result their monetization is random. And also what they do is they have one product, one monetization point. If they are building some digital product, they just have one product, one or two products, one monetization point, like a link tree on the Instagram bio, and then that link tree leads to that product where you can buy the product. That's it. And that is, to be honest, an unstable business, because again you're just relying on one or two digital products and you don't have any funnel, you don't have any ascension path like this that I just shown you, that I just um, shown you here. You don't have this ascension path, okay. You just have the bottom of this ascension path, which is the where you're just offering them free product, maybe one or two paid digital products. You need to have a psychologically um, map out the entire path of your target audience from the bottom all the way up, okay. So the reason why you need to do that is because different people have different trust level, and they have different commitment level, and they have different financial level, and you cannot sell them one offer to one, like you cannot sell one offer to all of them, okay. Like even in your target audience, you have like like this group who have different trust level, this group have different trust level, this group have different trust level. Maybe this group are very much ready to buy, maybe this group just got to know you, maybe this group don't even know who you are, okay. So this is actually part of marketing awareness level. If you don't know what that is, just a quick explanation. This is basically the marketing awareness level where you have at the top on every people, all the way most of the people, okay. So you always start like from here and you go down. Basically, people in your target audience, people who don't know you, then they know, okay, they are suffering from a problem. Maybe they understand, okay, I have a belly fat and I want to reduce this belly fat, so they are aware of the problem. Now they go on Instagram, they go on YouTube to search for the solution how to reduce belly fat. So now they are solution aware. Now they got to know you, they got to know your product, they got to know your offer. So now they are product aware, and in this at this stage they are like comparing you to other people who is offering the best offer or the best deal. And when they buy from you, they are most aware, okay. This is a, and you cannot sell just to one single offer to all of them. You need to have like a different offer for this, a different funnel for this, a different funnel for this, for this people, for this people, Okay, you cannot just sell one single thing to all of them. And that's why value ladder, or having a path, having a system is very very important, that can touch um, different groups inside your target audience, depending upon their trust level, depending upon their commitment level. I hope that's making sense. Let me know in the comments below if I'm able to make you understand. Okay. So, what is a value ladder exactly? Okay, you just saw a diagram. Let's see. Let's go to the details. It's a structured path that moves someone from low commitment to high commitment. That's the value ladder. This um, this here at the top, people are very low committed, but at the bottom, people are very highly committed. So the value ladder let people for at the top. I mean, it has to be reverse. I just wrote it unaware bottom, but it has to be reversed. So the value ladder moves people from bottom to up. That's why it is a value ladder going up. Okay. So how do you do that? You do that with this. You offer them first something free. Okay. Then you move them to some low ticket program, then to higher ticket and a mid ticket, and then high, and then premium. Okay. This is like masterminds coaching offer. You know, and as the price is increasing, proximity increases because cheap products scale through information and expensive products scale through access. You're not here to sell low ticket products. Low ticket products should be come after when you offer them something free, and there has to be something after the low ticket product where you offer them mid ticket, then high ticket, then premium. There has to be a full funnel, like full system that does all of this. And all of these, this one, this product, this product, this product, this product, all of these are touching different commitment, different, you can say, they are touching different groups of people inside your target audience depending upon your trust level. Maybe this free product is touching the unaware audience. Okay. Or audience who are just got to know about problem. This low ticket product is touching the people who are solution aware. They just want to see, or the most aware, product aware people, they want to test it out. So all these different um, different products at different level touch different groups of people inside your target audience to move them all the way up to your high ticket premium offer where you are selling products like at 5k. Okay, like here you are selling products at like 5k, maybe even 10k, who knows. you know so so this is a complete value ladder structure idea. First, you have a free content lead magnet where you're offering uh, basic basically for free. So this is a starting point. Okay, and then you offer them something low ticket, and here the trust starts to build up, which could be somewhere around 47 to $297. Then you offer something mid ticket where you are getting their commitment. Okay, so which could be around, this could be around like 297 to 197 and 997 products. Then you offer something high ticket, which is $1,000 per plus products. Here is literally transformation is happening. Okay, here is you are yeah, here is you are basically transforming them. Now, after you offer them that, you then offer them a coaching program. Okay, you offer them a coaching program which is at the top, which is like 5k to 50k plus. Okay, this is where the real value comes. So this is the entire value ladder structure, from free content or lead magnet all the way up to coaching mastermind. And as you can see, here is the starting point. You build trust, that you build commitment, then you build transformation, and then you provide value. Okay, now let's see layer by layer how each layer looks like. Quick thing before we continue: if you are a creator, coach, or online entrepreneur and you are sitting on an audience but you're not sure how to turn it into a real revenue system, then I offer a free 15-minute introductory call. We will look at your audience, your current monetization, and see if there are any opportunities to grow using offers, funnels, AI, or backend systems. If that sounds useful, the link is in the description. Now let's get back to the video. So first is a free content lead magnet. So free course basically provide them some sort of free course, some sort of free template. It could be a short course like a 3 to 5 lessons. It could be a template. It could be a checklist, which solves one specific problem and shows what it's like to learn from you. Okay. The goal here is to capture emails and build trust. As I said, the goal is to capture emails. Okay, this is very important, and build trust. And and yeah, here is the same thing actually, just a way to present it here. You're building, the purpose is to build trust. Okay, of this lead magnet that you're offering. Diagnose problems, share beliefs, create desire, qualify the buyers. This is the best way to qualify people here, because if people are serious, and you wouldn't get to know if people would be able to buy your paid products from this lead magnet that you're offering for free. So your free content should strategically create problem awareness, not overwhelm. This is very important. You're not giving every single information, you're not exposing every single thing, you're just solving a one specific problem, that's it. So this is the pre-frame of your paid offers. This is where you pre-frame your paid offers and you create demand for deeper implementation. So you need to structure your free lead magnet in a way that people want to buy the next product to get to the next step of solving the problem. So even though you're solving one specific problem, but by the end of this lead magnet, you should offer something, or you should write it in a way, in a persuasive way, that gets you to sell the product that's come after it, which is the layer number two, which is a low ticket program. So from this to this, there has to be a smooth transition. It has to be like, oh, I'm just moving from step one to step two, you know. This is where you create a buyer conversion and commitment at layer 2 when you're offering something for 47 to $297. Okay, because someone buying a 97 product is no longer just an audience member. Okay, this is very important to understand. When people buy a product, when people buy your first digital product, they are no longer your audience member, they are now a customer. If they bought once, they would buy again another time. Okay, so what it solves is one specific problem, not the entire transformation. Again, this is the goal of this, is also solving one specific problem. And it's not like you are like solving one problem here and another second problem here. It has to be a smooth transition. At the end, you're solving one core transformation. You're giving them a core transformation. Okay, which is okay, which is you are going to give them in a high ticket offer. At the end, in your coaching offer, in your mastermind offer, you're giving them that value, but you are breaking that transformation into lead magnet, into low ticket offer. Okay, so you have this one big problem that you're solving for your target audience, one big transformation, but instead of offering all of it once inside one single coaching offer, you just divide it and like cut it into chunks, I should say, where you first give them a free content, a bait, a hook, to catch them. So instead of getting them into your 12-week fitness program, you just give them, here is a checklist that you need to make sure you're losing belly fat even while working at a 9 to 5 job, just something like that. I know it's not something good, but I just made it up. You got a point. Okay, like you need to break it. What is a very minute lead magnet or a free thing I can give, that in return they would give me their emails, and in that free lead magnet they would get so much value that they would want to buy my $47 product, where I actually walk them through 5-step process to burn belly fat. So again, here is not entire transformation, you just like walking them through 5 steps. Those 5 steps would bring some result, but not the full result, you know. So examples like, how to write better hooks, code outreach, edit content, launch newsletter. Okay. Hmm. So yeah, this is your first paid offer. Okay, this low ticket offer is your first paid offer. This is a mini course of foundation for program, and it teaches you one skill or framework. That's it. It should be so no brainer that it's an easy yes, but serious enough to provide value. Okay, because people are paying for this. Okay, so it has to be serious enough to provide value. Now let's move on to the layer number three of this value ladder, which is where you offering them a mid-ticket program where you move a little bit higher status, or maybe a more uh, complex, a little bit more complicated. That's it. Where most creative business make the majority of their money. Again, as complicated it might be, but here is where you make the majority of the money. This is very very important to understand. This might be your major revenue source, because what you're selling is a structured transformation, not just information. This is very important. Here you're selling a structured transformation, maybe a 6 week course, 4 week course. Okay. This includes comprehensive systems, complete frameworks, step-by-step implementation. And here selling is not about information, it's about reducing uncertainty. This is so important. When you're selling something mid-ticket product, where you're offering people at this price, okay, your mid-ticket product 297 to 997, it is very important to reduce this uncertainty, to give them confidence that they can transform, okay, from point A to point B. Again, this is not a full transformation I'm offering. Like, you're just giving them a course. They are doing it by themselves. Okay, you're understanding? Because your coaching program is a one-to-one, which you're going to offer at the end. But in this mid-ticket offer, 297 to 997, you're giving them a DIY course that they can implement, that they can also get result, and it's a structured transformation from point A to point B. Okay, that's what the layer three is doing here. Um, this is a mid-ticket. Um, yeah, so this mid-ticket program, this is the main revenue tier. This is a comprehensive program. It solves bigger problem or teaches full system, and usually it is sold with a webinar funnel. Okay, this is very important to understand. When you're selling this low-ticket offer, this one here, yeah, when you're selling this, um, when you're selling this low-ticket offer, this you can sell with a simple landing page. Okay, you can just sell them with a simple landing page, but this has to be sold with a webinar. Okay, because this is where you can educate people and build trust. I will explain more on that, what funnel to use, in my coming videos, so don't worry about that. This is just an overview. The main point is to understand the concept of value ladder and how to structure your entire business and model, online coach or online creator, to make money from your audience, from your existing audience. Okay. Now, after layer three, since you provided a DIY course that they can follow structurally and transform themselves from point A to point B, here you're basically saying, okay, you can do that by yourself, but do you want me to help you and have that accountability, have that coaching calls weekly, have that full accountability step by step? You understanding what I'm saying? This is where you sell high ticket coaching program. This is where your main coaching comes, where you're selling products from 1,000 plus dollars. What people want at this level is implementation. Okay, they want accountability, speed, feedback, and access. Maybe they want also a community at this level. Okay, high ticket is really about more information, it's about faster transformation. Again, this two here, layer 3 and layer 4, this both are about transformation more than information. The difference is people are transforming here with a DIY way. They are doing it by themselves, and here you're doing it with them. Okay, so there's accountability, there's coaching calls, there is community. Okay, there are frameworks that you're giving them personally. Okay, you're literally you're holding their hand and walking them through the process, you know. So this include like coaching, group calls, implementation support, direct feedback on their journey, and that is very very valuable. That's why people would pay $1,000+ for this. Okay, and this again, this would be let me see. So this course is this is a coaching plus group calls, and also you offer one-on-one support. It uses application process and phone sales to sell this. Okay, it's not just about webinar. Here you would sell these products, high ticket products, through application form or phone sales. Okay, like inbound calling them and qualifying them and booking meetings, booking appointments. You know. My laptop charge is going away. Anyways, now layer number five is a coaching mastermind, where this is like a above level of from the previous level. This is where you sell more high ticket 5K to 50K products. This is what Iman Ghazi does. Okay, this here the value shifts to access, proximity, meeting like-minded people, networking, strategic thinking, personalized guidance, and implementation support. The real value becomes your thinking here, your ability to spot problems, identify bottlenecks, simplify decisions, and architect system. This is very, very high mastermind level. So here the real value comes from your thinking. Okay, how you think about the problem and what's your unique solution about it. So this is actually the top of the ladder. This is the final level, final boss, top of the ladder, direct implementation. Here you can have provide them direct implementation support. Courses become reference material. So all the things that you did here at layer one at okay at layer one, all the things that we did here at level one, level two. So free product, low ticket product, mid ticket product, and high ticket product, all the way that we like all the things that we do here, all of these becomes your reference material for your mastermind. Okay, you understanding what I'm saying? So value is here about personalized guidance. Okay, maybe even meeting in person. Not maybe, actually, it's meeting in person because that's what mastermind is. You go to a physical location. Okay, so let's look at how the entire ecosystem works together. So this entire ecosystem works like this. You have free content that builds trust, awareness, and interest. Okay, then you have low ticket offer that builds commitment, buyer psychology, momentum. You then have mid ticket that creates transformation, bring results, reframe or change the customer belief. Then you have high ticket program that accelerate the implementation speed and personalization, and the mastermind creates proximity, strategic depth, and advanced outcomes. If you see this, the entire ecosystem works in sync. The free content gives the foundation, which is trust, awareness, and interest is the foundation for growing your online business, and that leads to commitment. When they buy something from you, they're committing. Buyer psychology is important, your momentum is important. So once they bought something one time, so it creates momentum. Okay, then that leads to mid-ticket offer that gives them transformation, results, and customer belief. Once they see they are getting results and they are transforming by buying your mid-ticket offer, okay, they will buy the high-ticket offer, which is one-on-one coaching call that would accelerate implementation, speed, and personalization, and ultimately the mastermind. Okay, the real power is not individual offers, it's ecosystem design. So instead of giving individual offers, you need to design the entire system in such a way your entire per customer value increases, per follower value increases. Let's look at what separates struggling creators versus successful creators. Struggling creators, they focus on views, they focus on vanity metrics. Okay, followers, content, quality, random launches, and inconsistent cash flow. Whereas successful creators, they focus on business model from day one. They focus on funnels, customer journey, they focus on predictable monetization infrastructure. Okay, so they focus on how I can build a structured trust. Okay, they focus on funnels. Okay, because they understand attention alone is fragile, because attention alone is not enough. They have already built attention, okay, and it is fragile, whereas infrastructure creates stability, and this is what they are after. They're after infrastructure, okay. Now, how to build your value ladder. This is how you will build a value ladder. You don't like try to do it all at once. You don't try to do all at once. You start with just one product or um, one layer, okay. Don't try building massive ecosystem immediately. Start with something one layer, okay. Usually a low ticket program or a mid ticket. Make that work first. Learn how audience is responding to that offer. Learn how what's the audience psychology, what they are demanding, what is their feedback essentially. Then you expand gradually. And most successful creative businesses weren't built through random monetization. You need to understand that it's not about random, it's about strategy, but implementing one at a time. They were built through structure, trust. And eventually, when you build this one, then it will grow, okay, and you will experience this exponential growth in your business, on in your online coaching business, because since you already have the leverage of audience, you already have accumulated so much trust, okay. So essentially this is how it looks like. You start with something entry fee offer, okay. So basically you offer them a lead magnet. You then here you offer them something low ticket or mid ticket, and then not mid ticket but start with a low level. Start with one layer which is low ticket program, and then order bump is basically when they are checking out, they have an option if they want something more extra for x amount of rupees or dollars, and they finally check out. So this is how one layer would look like if you were to implement, okay. So focus on what I can give for free, then you focus on what low ticket offer I can make. Once you build this too, just give a order bump like a extra templates or scripts or extra resources for like probably, I don't know, $50, just to increase your average revenue per customer or LTV. And then finally check out. Once you just build this, that's all. You just need to focus on building this right now. If you don't have any layer, if you don't have any system, if you don't have the monetization system that I explained in this video, just focus on building this. Introduce a low free ticket, introduce a free product or a free offer where you get the email addresses, okay. Then you give them a low ticket program. After they have given the emails, they will be redirected to a page where they buy a low ticket program. Then you just on the checkout page, you just offer them something extra if they want, just an optional. This is optional, by the way, okay. This is not something you have to mandatory give them. It is optional. And then you check out. Once you start making money from this funnel, you would get the validation, okay, this works. Now you just scale that, okay. You just scale this. So this is how you get started, practically speaking. And the real game, you need to understand that the real game is not how do I sell a course. You need to ask how do I build a customer journey, okay. Because different people are at different levels, which I explained in the beginning of this video. Different people have different trust level and commitment level. So you need to see what um, trust or commitment level they have, and you can only find out by building one layer at a time. Each layer increases likelihood of next, an ecosystem design over individual products, and a strategic ascension, not maximum offers. Okay, this is the perfect example how it would look like. If you don't want to do any of this by yourself, then I have an offer for you. If you want to do this with me, or you want to do all of this like with me, then and you have an audience already in place, and you want to turn that real business with predictable revenue, we can book a short introductory call below. Okay, you will find in the description below. You'll find in the description the first link. You just click on this first link, and this would be a 15-minute call, where what I will do is, once you book the call, in this 15-minute call, I will just understand your current monetization setup. What is it that you are doing already, and identify if there is a gap that I can fix and I can help, and decide if it makes sense for us to move forward. Okay, and if it makes sense to move forward, if there's a fit, then I will give you a 45-minute free monetization audit. So in the next call, in the next 45-minute call, I will give you the exact game plan for your business, personalized. Okay, I will map out exactly how to turn your audience into a scalable revenue system. And even if you don't decide to work with me, you will still walk away with your monetization game plan, even if you don't decide to work with me. Okay, just a 15 introductory call. If it's not a fit, then obviously we won't proceed. And it's not something 30 minutes or 1 hour call. It's just a 15-minute fit check call. So you can click on the first link in the description below, and we will see you. I will see you on the call. Until then, peace and have a great day, and make sure you implement this to grow your business. Okay, this is really, really great sauce here. And let me know, by the way, in the comments below, how do you find this video? Do you find this valuable? Because I want to improve and would only be able to provide great content if you give me authentic and honest feedback. Okay, so until then, have a nice day, and yeah, thank you for watching this.